then really you can't detract from it. But then if they're just going to chuck it in there and then ruin the single player as well, try to get the multiplayer around the single player.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, even when they do it the other way around, where you try to make the single player revolve around the multiplayer, that might not work, because mechanics in the single player might work perfectly, but then as soon as you chuck them into a multiplayer arena,
it doesn't work.
Yeah,
because of the fast pace.
Yeah,
and stuff. It's a totally different environment.
Look at Stranglehold. The single player had I don't know how long, it was so much time you could go into bullet time, but that was stupid in the multiplayer. I have to admit, it was just, you know. For me, it kind of broke the game, at least.
The Condemned 2, the multiplayer in that didn't really go.
That was silly as well. For the single player, it worked fine. I mean, picking up a metal pipe or a wooden piece with nails, and actually playing in single player, that was all good. But then trying to practically work that into a multiplayer,
it just didn't work at all.
It didn't work, no.
It didn't work at all. So.
And you can tell they just chucked it in.
Yeah, that was a definite just.
That was definitely chucking. Yeah, another one. I've been naming too many games in it. Another one was The Darkness. Yeah. Single player, I have to admit, was probably one of the. Again, not a lot of people liked it, but for me at least, was probably one of the best story single player first-person shooters I've played. The multiplayer it was literally unplayable, you know. Hardly anyone was in it. And this was during the time it was, when it came out. Yeah. Within the first month, and no one was.
I guess we can just hope that all these studios that the Bioshock 2 team are bringing in, they're hopefully going to concentrate a lot on the multiplayer aspect and make it pretty good rather than just an add-on and extra option. We can just hope and wait and see, hopefully.
Yep. Next is God of War 3. Developers are concerned about the potential Aussie ban. We know that Australia have banned quite a few games because they don't allow anything above 15 plus to be sold. For films it's okay apparently, but for games it's not, I think, because of the interactivity aspect.
Yeah.
Loads of games have banned. 50 Cent Bulletproof, Blitz the League, Dark Sector, Fallout 3, Fear 2.
Wow.
All the GTA games, Manhunt 1 and 2, Silent Hill Homecoming, Soldier of Fortune, The Punisher. And these are just the higher profile games. Apparently they've banned about 30 or 40 games.
I didn't know this. So you're telling me the Australians haven't played no GTAs? No,
I'm not going to say they have never played them, because as we know, the internet is a very
friendly
medium. Yeah, you can download something and play it, so that's fine. Not really, but but yeah, I mean, legally, I don't think anyone's played these games because they just don't stock them. Their shops in Australia do not stock these 18M rated games. So, do you think God of War developers have anything to actually fear? Because it's only one country. It's not like
it's only one country, but I mean, it is a big country, so they're probably thinking about it's a big audience that they're missing out on. But I don't think it's too bad. I mean, the game is going to sell a lot everywhere else anyway.
Exactly.
So I mean, did they sell the previous Gears of War in Australia?
God of War.
Sorry, God of War.
I don't think so.
Oh, I guess they won't be missing out on that. Missing out if they haven't played the previous one.
Yeah.
They're probably not too bothered about playing the sequel.
But the rising costs in making games now, it's like, I'm assuming they need every single purchase that they can get. And money coming in from it. Microsoft execs feel that parents should realise that the consoles are not toys. That image obviously has been stamped everywhere because of the PlayStation 2, the way, just physically the way the GameCube looked, and then the Xbox. But because those were just playing games, you had no multimedia features. Xbox had the internet. I think partially the PlayStation 2 had the internet towards the end.
Yeah.
But now that I think it's like consoles now, they're more than gaming.
Yeah.
Like when I go on Xbox.com sometimes, I see a few people. They're not even playing games. They're just saying watching a movie.
Yeah, watching a movie or wherever else.
Voice chatting in a party or something. So, do you think they, like obviously Xbox are saying it, so sorry, Microsoft, do you think they need to make more adverts to sell it as a multimedia?
I think they're doing that.
I mean,
pretty much.
that's true. They have actually done it. So
Yeah.
maybe they're not effectively doing something right, or
What do you mean exactly?
like the way they do their adverts. Maybe they're not exactly. They think that they're pushing out a multimedia hub, but
Yeah.
maybe they need to create them in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, just to, for I'm guessing people that don't know that it's a multimedia console would be a good
Yeah.
idea to, create an advert so that they would know that it's not just gaming. You can do a lot of things. You can watch movies, you can watch videos, you can stream stuff, you can read news.
Yeah.
And, there's lots of different things that you can do on there. So I mean, in terms of letting people know about that, they should definitely create more varied adverts rather than just showing games off and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think the Facebook, Twitter, and all that update they're going to do, I think really will help. What's the new people they want to bring in, because again, Facebook accounts are going to be linked to the Xbox account.
Yeah.
So when you have something happening on Xbox, I'm assuming now that Facebook will hear about it first,
Yeah.
and you can update everything via Facebook, because really,
Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but almost everyone is on Facebook now. So I think that will definitely help.
Yeah. A lot of the non-gaming aspects on the consoles, I think, will become more mainstream.
Yeah.
Especially on 360 once they introduce Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll come more into the limelight, and people would, spend a lot of time on those rather than just the gaming.
Yeah. This is a little bit off topic, but I think Sony said that when they roll out the update at the end of this year, it's going to be very similar to the Xbox experience. So, I mean, 'cause right now it's kind of static, it just looks like the PSP interface. But I think it will really get better if they do something like that. 'Cause they really do need to make a huge improvement in
They do. A lot of people are complaining, it's nothing compared to the Xbox Live.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think the new Xbox experience is anything special. It's basically the same as the Xbox dashboard.
Yeah. It's just
The
it's a
original.
bit quicker. It loads up quicker and stuff like that. What they've done
But
is
even-
made it more
but even
simple.
When you're looking at arcade games, they take some time to load though. I'm not gonna lie. And maybe it's my console, I don't know, but like when you click on an arcade game and then it gives you the options of get trial or download the game, full game, those don't come up for at least a minute.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess it depends on your internet connection as well, not just the actual Xbox experience. Because generally I've noticed that compared to the older Xbox experience, it's much faster
okay,
in terms of the way it pops up and the way it goes down, and it doesn't crash as much.
yeah,
The old Xbox experience,
it used to crash quite a bit.
the console used to crash and stuff. Like everything used to freeze, and you had to wait for like 5 minutes, or you just had to restart or something like that.
Yeah. Apparently there's a Michael Jackson game coming out.
Apparently it was in development for ages
yeah.
before he died, but maybe they just spun that story out to get people to buy the game. Who knows?
That could be the case, but if it's been in development for ages, then
We'll find out. Once the game comes out.
Yeah, I think
if it's been in
if you just look at the
development for ages.
visuals, that's the first indicator. If it looks really, really good, then you could say, yeah, they've been spending the time on it. Because really, who makes a Michael Jackson game for the gameplay?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna need the game to back it up.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna tell me they've been working on dance moves as his attacks for 2-3 years. But yeah, it should be alright.
So what kind of game is it going to be? A dance game or?
No idea. Did you play the Mega Drive game? Walker?
No, I didn't play it.
It was pretty good. I thought that was smart. Basically, they used most of the levels from his music videos.
Yeah.
They made them into levels. So the very first level is Smooth Criminal, inside the thing. And his moves were his fighting moves or his dance moves.
Alright.
So when he did the spin, because of the side scrollers, if there was two people on the other side who do a spin and they'll get pushed back.